Okay, guys. Well, today we have to discuss a very interesting concept, and that is conceptual framework. That what we mean by conceptual framework. So, literally speaking, the conceptual means refer literally to idea, uh, to the concept, or you may say like or theories. On the other hand, you have framework. A framework is basically a structure, or you may say a system that organizes and supports something. This is the literally meaning. Now, what actually, if we are talking about from the perspective of accounting, then conceptual framework is basically this is not a specific standard. I will say this is not a specific standard, but you may say that as a theoretical foundation, and this foundation is basically supports the development and application of international accounting standard IFRS. Clear? So conceptual framework is not a specific standard, and this is just a theoretical foundation that support the development and application of the international accounting standard and international financial reporting standard, right? Now this conceptual framework defines they define the purpose, they give the principles, they also define the key concept. And why they are doing this? Because for the financial reporting. So what actually I'm trying to say that this conceptual framework is not a specific standard. The first point. The second point, this is just like a foundation, a theoretical foundation, and this foundation help the development and application of international accounting standard, international financial reporting standard. Now, this conceptual framework defines the purpose of the financial reporting. They define the principles and also give the definition of the key concept for financial reporting. And why they are doing this? For ensuring that the financial statement which we are preparing there for the external user is reliable, is comparable, and you may also say understandable. And this is for whom? This is for the user, and this should be across companies and countries. You understand what I am trying to explain here is the conceptual framework is basically not a specific standard, but it's a theoretical foundation that assist, help, support in the development international accounting standard. Now, this conceptual framework define the purpose, the principles, the key concept for the financial reporting, and why they are defining these things of financial reporting, because they actually want to ensure that financial statement is reliable, comparable, and understandable across the companies and the countries. Right? Let's move on. Okay. Now, this conceptual framework include the purpose. I have what is hell purpose. The full purpose of financial reporting. And you know what is the purpose of financial reporting? You know that the main goal is to provide the financial information about company, and this information should be useful for decision makers. And these decision makers will be your investors, it may be the creditors, or maybe the other stakeholders. The first thing that include in the conceptual framework. So conceptual framework explain, or you may say define, that the purpose of the financial reporting, and the purpose is that the information you are providing should be clear for the users. The second thing is that this also include the qualitative characteristic. This means that it outlines that what makes the financial information useful. First, they have told you that the information about company should be useful for the decision maker. Now, in the qualitative characteristic, they will explain that what makes the information as useful. So here we have 3 points. The first one is relevancies, mean the information you are providing is relevant. They are helpful to the user who make the decision. The second point is faithful representation. Faithful representation. By this we mean that the information you are reporting or presenting should be accurate or must be accurate. Second, it should be complete and unbiased. The third point is unbiased. When you have these three things and your information, then your information is faithfully represented. And the third thing here is enhancing quality. Enhancing quality. Enhancing qualities. By enhancing quality means that the information should be comparable, should be verifiable, should be timely, and should be understandable. Now, if the information you are providing have these qualities, then it means that information or enhancing the qualities of the information. So this is the second thing that include in the conceptual framework. Let's move on to the key definitions. Okay, here we have the third thing that include in the conceptual framework is the key definitions. And by the key definition, these definition is actually the building block of financial statement. Now you have asset, you know that the resources that the company owns for getting benefits. Liabilities, they have also equity and income and expenses. So conceptual framework define all these key concepts. Clear? Now the fourth point here, which is included in the conceptual framework, is the recognition and measurement. By this we mean that it explain when and how to include items in financial statement. By this we mean recognition. Clear? And how to value them. And by this we mean measurement. For example, should we go for the cost, or you may go for the fair value. So this is the thing you have to understand. And the last, I will say, they also give the guidance for ambiguity. When there is a situation where there is no specific standard, then they will guide you that how to deal with that sort of a situation. There is a accounting standard that is IS8, and you have to deal with that situation as for the policy and rules, right? So we have understand the key concept here. I think this is more than enough. I have clearly defined all the things. First, I have told you about the conceptual framework. Then I have told you the purpose. The conceptual framework defines purpose, principles, and key concept. Then I have explained all these things one by one. So thank you for watching.